Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Spreading Humors.
What's up?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going.
Yeah, we both just worked all freaking morning, and now we're doing a podcast, which actually we're recording quite early considering.
Yeah.
Usually we record like early afternoon, and it's like almost 10 a.m. So like that's fun. I don't know.
I just checked my watch, and then I had to look down again, even after you said almost 10 a.m. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, that is the time.
Because you forgot.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Pea brain moment.
Brain of a goldfish.
You know, honestly, yeah.
I can't help it.
At least you have one.
Is it better to have one that doesn't operate properly or to not have one at all?
I mean, what's the difference, I guess?
Accurate.
Besides the physicality of the thing.
I mean, being able to claim whether or not you have one.
I don't. Well, I do. It's just pea. It is one single pod.
The pod or the...
Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. I guess the pod's the whole pea, but it's only one pea.
One pea in the pod.
But there's no pod. It's just the pea.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just the pea.
It's just one.
All right.
Okay. Are we cleared up now?
We were clear the whole time.
Oh, I
wasn't.
wasn't.
You were confusing yourself more than anything.
That's what happens when you have a pea brain. You get confused about things like that. About whether or not you have a pea brain or not.
Fair enough, I suppose.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Listen, it's been a day. It's been a good day.
It has.
But it's been a day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Any hoodle.
We're going to coin that now. Is that going to be like, any hoodle?
Well, I say it all the time. It's just apparently you and Piper had never caught me saying it before.
Well, Piper made fun of you by saying
wow.
any hoodaloo.
Any hoodaloo.
No, I don't know if she was making fun of you or she just said that.
She was just adding on to it,
but,
I think.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, it was. I appreciated it.
Yeah. Miss her.
We do.
Anyway, I think we had talked about, or I had mentioned earlier today, when we were out doing our work things, as we do.
Oh, yeah.
A good topic, or kind of an interesting topic, would be, what do you consider cheating in a relationship? Now, after having been cheated on, my views of cheating are very, very different.
Oh, no, same. 100%.
And of course, I always knew like cheating was bad, but like my definition of now what is considered cheating is very different than it used to be. And we can elaborate on that.
Yeah, no, it's, for me, not only is it different than what it used to be after being cheated on, but, and this is what I was going to say when we were talking about it earlier, and then I was like, oh, I'll save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Being bisexual, or like finding out I was bisexual, figuring it out, whatever, changed my views on cheating as well. Yeah,
that's fair. Mm-hmm. I definitely think that sexuality does play into it, for sure. Because, being gay and, being attracted to the same sex is like, I don't know. It's just like, what is being a friend versus what is flirting? Right. Kind of thing.
How do you keep things platonic versus moving on to a flirtatious or romantic?
And I guess it can, obviously it can be the street. Wow.
The street?
Nope. We in the streets now. First of all, I said that the straight.
Oh, I swear you said the street.
Maybe I did. I said the ST something.
Not the STD, I hope.
Not STD. My brain was getting a little ahead of itself.
Oh, I do that a lot.
The same can be said for straight people.
Oh, yeah.
As like, how can you be friends with the opposite sex without it being flirty?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's different when it's the same sex.
Well, I guess let's preface that. Do you think people of the opposite gender, if they're attracted to the opposite gender, or those that are attracted to the same, or whatever the case may be, can you have a completely platonic friendship with the gender you are attracted to?
Yes. I absolutely think so.
Me too. My ex said that it was impossible. I wasn't allowed to have guy friends when I was with him because there was no possible way I could have a platonic relationship with a guy. But because I'm bisexual, he was fine with me having girls as friends because it was hot.
See, that shit makes me so angry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that makes me angry. And here's the thing. Before me and my ex broke up, okay, no hate. I'm not being hateful. I'm just explaining. She left me for a coworker. Mm-hmm. They were very good friends. I was aware they were friends. I did not give a shit that they were friends. I wanted her to have friends. I was so happy because like she never really had friends. Okay, when we, we were together for 10 years. Okay. And so we were together constantly for 10 motherfucking years.
Right. That's a long fucking time.
That's a long fucking time. And so she never really had friends in those 10 years. It was me. Like, sure, she had friends like at work, but they never really went out and did anything. This person, she would go hang out with her. And at first it wasn't a red flag because I was like, no, like, hello, I go hang out with my friends. Like, I go out with my friends, like I want you to go hang out. When it got weird was when she wouldn't respond to my text messages like she used to, or when like I would call her and she would answer and be weird. That's when I started thinking, oh shit, like something's going on.
Right. You're like, sus.
This is no longer platonic. This is turning romantic.
Yep.
Now, while I don't believe she did anything physical, at least she says she didn't. I don't know if that's true or not still. I don't really care. The emotion was there. Right. She was emotionally invested in this person. And to me, that's cheating.
Oh, 100%.
When you're telling someone like, I want to take you to do this, that, and the other. I want you to do all this stuff with me.
When you're planning your day or days around someone, that means something.
Yeah. And so that's when it got to, okay, this is no longer platonic. Like, you are cheating on me. Which that is when I was like, okay, do I feel comfortable with someone else having, friends? Oh, well, yeah, and that's not going to change. Yeah. I'm a very social person. Well, kind of, sort of. In certain contexts, I'm very social. I like having friends. Mm-hmm. I don't care what your gender is. I don't give a shit. If I like you as a person, I'm going to be your friend. Yep. Okay. Now, there is obviously a fine line between platonic and romantic, And you just have to be careful because there are platonic relationships. Like, okay, take me and Michael, for example. Me and Michael are both gay. Yep. Okay. We've established that. Our relationship's a little weird. We're the straightest gay couple you'll ever meet in your life. Okay. We flirt with each other all the time. But to me, that it doesn't mean anything. Right. However, I'm trying to look at it like if I did have a partner, would they view it as, oh, you're cheating on me with this person? Fair. You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, we're both single. Me and Michael are both single. So, like, at the moment, it doesn't matter. Right. Now, if I was with somebody, that would probably change. We wouldn't be as flirty as we are. Just because I don't think that's respectful.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
And even though we are both gay, I think that still counts. It doesn't matter, in my opinion.
That's fair.
Like, if you're holding someone's hand and, like, touching on them, loving on them, sending them flirty texts. Now, me and Michael, we don't send flirty texts. Well, yeah. We don't do that. We don't.
It doesn't go that far.
No, it doesn't go that far. Anyway. I won't get into that either. He's probably going to ask me about that later if he listens to this podcast.
Love you, Michael.
Michael, that's a conversation between you and I, and we can have that later. Anyway, it's, I don't know. It's, for me, it's like, what is considered flirting? Holding hands for sure is flirting. Well, if you do, see, it's hard. See? It's hard.
No, it is.
Like, for me, it's like, I mean, you've held hands.
I was going to say, we've held hands and I'm married.
Yeah. Like, and I'm, like, I'm not, I don't mean it, like, it doesn't mean anything to me.
Right. Exactly. Just, I think it's the intent behind the action.
Right. And that's why I try to keep an open mind. Like, I don't mind now if you're, like, cuddling and, like, grabbing ass, like that. Okay. Whoa.
Okay, I think you can platonically cuddle. Like, I mean, I've sat on the couch or in the bed with my female friends.
Me and Michael have cuddled.
Yeah. And, like, it's not a big deal. But, like, if you're grabbing ass, grabbing titty, grabbing crotch, like, that's not platonic, sweetie.
It's so hard for me because I'm trying to see, again, it's different if I were in a relationship. Because when I was in my relationship, I didn't do anything with anybody. I didn't touch anybody. I didn't think about anybody a certain way. Well, thinking about them a certain way is different. I never voiced that. Well, I got over that real quick. Regardless, I didn't act upon anything. Right. Because I was with one person, and that was that. Like, I just...
That was the only person you wanted to do anything with. Yeah. It didn't even cross your mind to... No. Yeah.
Like, sure, I tell my friends, like, love you and shit, but that's not...
No, that's it. Like, cheating. It's the intent behind the action or the intent behind the words. Right. Context.
Right. So, I guess another question is, do you think... Let's see. I heard this question on TikTok. I'm trying to remember what it was. Do you think that, like, your partner talking to someone via Instagram or something is cheating?
It just depends on the context of the conversations.
Right.
I mean, because I can talk to, because we discussed previously that I have a lot more male friends, or had a lot more male friends than female friends. And so I could talk to my male friends about whatever, and my ex would view it as, oh, you're cheating on me, you're talking to another dude. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I didn't say anything flirtatious. I'm not giving any hints. I'm just being friendly. So it just depends on the context of the conversation.
Right. I guess that still is like what is considered flirting in that aspect.
Yeah.
You know, like what is, and I guess everyone's different. Like,
right. Yeah. And relationship to relationship is going to be different too.
Yeah. It's just about, conversation. Like you just need to have a conversation with the person. Like me, I'm super open. Like I always tell my friends, like, I always kind of flirt with people. So like, it's just me. But again, when I'm in a relationship, I don't do that.
Right.
I'm not going to be talking to all these girls saying, hey, you're fucking hot. Like, let's go.
And like, that's my thing. And a big problem that I have personally is I platonically flirt. So like, I can tell you you're beautiful, or be like, hey, good looking, just one day. And I don't mean anything by it. We're friends. I love you in that regard. And so I'm going to talk to you that way. And Nick knows that, and he's okay with it. But, anyone else, if my ex would not have been okay with that. He'd been like, you can't tell someone else you love them. That's not okay.
Right.
But I mean, that's a whole different topic because that was just toxic. Mm-hmm. But
see, I never really experienced that with my ex because like I never, again, didn't really do anything besides like my best friend. Yeah. But like other than that, I didn't, talk to anybody like that because I just didn't.
Yeah.
I'm more open now, of course.
Right.
Because I can be, or I feel like I can be, I guess.
Yeah, you can be.
And it's still like the context of it. Mm-hmm. Because like if you're over here telling me, hey, you're hot, and I'm like, oh, thanks. And then they're like, no, like, let's go do something. And I'm like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Yeah. That's when it's like, okay, now you're flirting with me.
Yeah.
Like, not like friendly flirting.
Yeah.
You're being...
It goes beyond a compliment and is...
Right. And that's it. And I think for me, it's also like choice of words. Mm-hmm. Like, for me, if I tell someone, wow, you're hot, that's different than, oh, you're so beautiful.
Yes.
Like, it's different.
100%.
Like, it's different. Like, to me, like, hot, sexy...
That's lustful.
Yeah, that's like, I want to get in your pants type talk. Unless, of course, like, you're friends. Like, damn, girl, you're fucking hot today. Right. But if I'm like, damn, look at you.
Looking fine.
You looking fine as hell. That's fine as hell. Oh. That's another one to me that screams, like, I want you. Mm-hmm. I'm like, if someone tells me that, I'm like, oh, me? Who, me?
Oh,
First, I'm looking over my shoulder. Like,
I know, like, are you looking in a mirror when you say that?
Yeah, I'm like, who, me? I didn't realize I was holding a mirror. That's a good anti-pickup line. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Before, I feel like I would have been, oh, you're talking to so-and-so. Are you cheating on me? Well, no, not even. Because, again, I was really open. Like, I didn't think anything was cheating. But now, I think I'm going to be a little more reserved. And I'm always going to be, like, wondering, oh, are you cheating on me? And I think that's just from the trauma of being in, now realizing the signs. Like, if I would have caught it sooner, maybe it could have been different. But because I was so open and so, like... oh, you have a friend.
You were naive to it.
Yeah, and I was like, no, go have friends because that's just who I am. Yep. Like, I'm not one. I don't want to trap you in a relationship.
No, absolutely not.
Like, that's unhealthy as fuck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you would know.
Uh-huh.
And well, I'm kind of feeling that now. Like, oh, I was kind of trapped in my relationship. Like, I feel like I couldn't go out with friends or stay up late and do all this stuff because, and I think that happens when you're in a relationship at a young age. Me and my ex met in high school. Yeah. So we were together when we were 16. We were together all the way until we were 26. So it was like, like I said, 10 years. And my entire, young adult life, I was with the same person doing everything together, which it was great. We did not have a bad relationship. It didn't get bad until, right towards the end. Yeah. And then she started being kind of shitty and, and it is what it is. Again, no, I'm bitter with her, but not into the sense where I wish anything bad for her. I'm glad that she's happy. I'm glad that she's with someone that she loves, or so she says. I don't really care. I'm happy for her. Yeah. It was just shitty for me. I'm still going to be bitter about it. But like, now that I know what to look for, I'm going to be really paranoid. And I think that's kind of a problem.
No, it was a huge problem for me. Like, Long story short, my last relationship was really bad, really toxic. After I got out of it, I kind of just went off the deep end. I went through my slut phase, if you want to call it that. You know, it wasn't really even that. I mean, there's a lot I'm not proud of, but it also wasn't that bad.
You know what? It happens.
But no, it was just, I think I did that because I was so afraid of committing and having feelings because I didn't want to be cheated on again. I didn't even want to give a person the chance to cheat on me again. And meeting Nick, even still after being together for 6 years, like, I know that boy's never going to cheat on me because, one, I already told him first thing that if he does, I'm going to kill him. Like,
I love that energy.
I mean, I said worse things than just that, but
I mean, I'll also kill you, Nick. I will find you.
yo, he knows. I say, even if I suspect as much, you know, whatever. But I know he wouldn't do anything like that. But it's still in the back of my head, like.
Well, with my ex, I never thought she would ever because we were so freaking close.
Yep.
You know, we had this incredible bond from like the beginning, and I never thought. And even my roommate, she was like, "There's no freaking way."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't think so, but and sure as shit. So, like, I'm not saying Nick's going to. I'm not saying that.
No, I know.
But for me, now having that, I'm traumatized as fuck. And I'm like, okay, even though I know this person's not going to cheat on me, do I actually know that?
Yeah.
Because of what happened. And again, that's just how it's going to be until, you know.
Yeah, no, we've had the talk that it's like, you know, if it does, or we do get to a point in our relationship where we have feelings for someone else or we've lost feelings for each other, like, we'll discuss it with each other. It's not, we're not going to just go out and cheat because that's just stupid and hurtful. Like, why would you do that when you can civilly end things? Be like, you know, this isn't working out. I don't want to try anymore. Like, whatever. I want to see someone else.
That's what I think is super important in any relationship, whether it be friendly, romantic, whatever, is communication.
Yeah.
Because me and my ex were super good at communication until the end when she got scared because she was losing feelings for me an entire year before we broke up.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. We went through this huge move. We moved from Colorado. She lived in Colorado her entire life. I get it. I basically ripped her away from her family. I get it. Okay.
Right.
It was scary. It was a huge thing. She was having doubts before we even moved, and it honestly might have been because of the move, which, you know.
I mean, I'm sure added unneeded stress, but like.
I mean, that wasn't the sole reason, but yeah, it probably didn't help.
Yeah.
But the thing is, she never told me. We never talked about it. I had no idea. I was literally so oblivious. I was in love with this girl, okay? We were engaged for like 4 years. That's another thing. We were engaged for 4 years. There's a lot of things. Obviously, it wasn't just her. She wasn't the entire reason. You know, I'm sure I did things. Obviously, I had to do things to make her feel that way, you know,
right.
Or, you know, stuff like that. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but she just never communicated anything. So then when I found out she was interested in somebody else, I was literally, it was just so
heartbroken.
Yeah, I was so blindsided. I had no idea. And I was like, this isn't real. Like, this is not happening.
And it's the most cliche thing ever to say communication is key, but it really fucking is.
No, seriously.
Like
that's why, that was weird. That's why we were together for 10 years. Because we communicated about everything. There was nothing we did not know about each other. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, no, and that's the way it should be. But if it gets to the point, especially getting scared to communicate your feelings, which, given I am scared to communicate my feelings a lot, but that has to do with PTSD and trauma,
right.
And like I trauma response really bad. But anyway, you have to express those feelings because otherwise you are blindsiding the other person. You are taking advantage of their naivety. Yeah, I don't know, whatever that naivety.
Yeah, I think that's close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Words. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know.
Well, and she had mentioned that she just wanted the feelings for this other person to go away. And like, she wanted them to go away. And I'm like, well, when they weren't, that's when you should have said something.
Yeah, that's when you speak up.
You know, and not just hope that they'll go away. Because the thing is, I am the one that had to bring up that conversation. I'm the one that had to say something's not right. And then that's when she said, yeah, this is happening. And I was like, okay.
Because you noticed a shift and you were like, what's going on?
And it all happened in like a week, and like it just spiraled. And she just kept saying like, I don't want to hurt you. And I'm like, you already did. So like, goodbye.
Yeah.
But again, like, you know, it's unfortunate that it happened, and I wish it didn't. But at the same time, I'm living my best life, truthfully.
Yeah.
I've been single now for what, like 7-ish months. So it hasn't even been that long. Like, it hasn't even been a full year yet. I'm super fresh. I'm fresh on the market. I'm not on the market though. That's the thing. I'm not looking for a relationship really. I mean, if one happens, it happens, you know, like that's cool. But I'm not like eager. Yeah, I'm trying to live in my early 20s, so I didn't get to do that.
No, you were tied down for your almost entire young adulthood.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm trying to live
life.
I'm trying to live in the moment.
Do it.
You know, honestly, I've kind of taken Carpe Diem to heart recently. Like, live life with no regrets. Like, I'm all about that anymore. I'm like, you know what?
She's a motherfucking day.
Like, why not? Honestly, if I'm out and I see a girl and think she's hot, I'm going to be like, hey, you look great. Then if she wants to take that as flirting, that's cool. And if not, okay, bye.
That's also cool. Bye.
Now you know I think you're attractive. And like, goodbye. You know? Like, and like, that's fun. You know? And it's fun for me. And I've been having a good time. So kind of, you know,
as long as you're happy and you're enjoying yourself, then I don't see any reason that you have to look for something.
I think also finding out who I am was a huge thing for me, because again, me and my ex were super close, and so we were basically each other.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously we had our differences, like we weren't the exact same person.
Well, yeah, but especially being together that long, you guys adapt a lot of each other's mannerisms and tendencies and that sort of stuff.
And I will say she was the breadwinner in the relationship, because she was like, you know, she paid for a lot of stuff because I was in school, right?
Yeah. So
I didn't work a whole lot. And so when we split up, it was huge financially for me mostly. It was like, and I'm still kind of recovering from that.
Yeah.
But that was probably the hardest thing for me. And I know that sounds dumb. And it's like you don't, the thing is, like, you don't know what you have until it's gone. That's a real saying. And it's not that I didn't realize how big of an impact she made on my life, but when it became like, holy shit, like I'm kind of fucked right now.
Right.
That's when I was like, wow, I really kind of took advantage of her. And it didn't do it on purpose, of course. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know where I was going with that conversation, to be honest with you. It just, goodbye.
It said toodaloo.
Toodaloo, bitch. Bye. I need a new brain.
Me too.
My brain's just tired.
It's a pee.
It is. Just one. Just one out of the pod,
Just
though.
the one.
It's not the whole pod. It's just the one.
Just the one pee.
Oh.
God dang the lever.
Oh, the lever. Oh, it was funny. But no, anyway. Yeah, she basically, you know, held the house together. Like, obviously I paid for some things, and I think that weighed on her too, because she was just tired of doing that. And I get it. You know, I was in school, God, forever. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I just got my master's degree, so like I was literally in school for like 10 years. And I get it. Well, not quite. It was more like 6 or so. Regardless. And so I get why she was unhappy, but I just wish she would have communicated that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that. There was emotional things going on. I'm not a super emotional person. Well, at least I wasn't. And our relationship wasn't super emotionally attached either.
Yeah.
And that was also hard for her, because I'm very independent. I'm very do my own thing. She got better, but at first she was super clingy. I don't do clingy. I'm sorry, I'm telling you right now. I do not do clingy. Clingy is really hard for me. I like to... I'm a Sagittarius. Let me go, bitch. Bye. I just spread my wings. Okay, yes. How to fly.
Do what it takes
till I touch the sky. No. Anyway. There's nothing wrong with clingy. It's just not my thing. And like, for me, there's a time and place for it. Like, there's sometimes where I'm like, bitch, get over here. Like,
right.
You know, but for the most part, I'm like, let me do my own thing. And she was opposite. She wanted to be doing things all the time, which is fine. Again, it's not for me.
No.
And
you can't help that.
There were times I feel like earlier on in our relationship where we almost ended things. And by we, I mean me, because I was like, do I want to be with this person for the rest of my life? And then those feelings went away, and I was like, yeah, you know, I was content.
Right.
But now that... Yeah.
That right there.
Content. Yeah. I didn't realize, I guess. That
and I mean, it takes, like you said, you don't know what you have until it's gone.
And I think that's just it. We were content with our lives.
You were comfortable.
Yeah. And I think once things get comfortable like that, it's kind of like, whoa, like, are we? And she said something that really hit me. She said it almost felt like we were just roommates. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, our love life was a little rocky. We don't have to get into that at all.
Yeah.
Mostly because we just had different wants and needs.
Yeah.
You know? And so when she said, we just feel like roommates, I was like, that's when it was like, oh, we lack that emotional connection.
Yeah.
That she found with this other person and likes that. And that's fine.
Right. Good for her.
I wish she would have told me.
Yeah. She needed to communicate.
And then she actually treated me like shit there towards the end. Like she was being, and again, I was also trying to hang on, begging her to come back. I was kind of pathetic, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I was blowing up her phone all the time. And she was like, you need to quit. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I do. Because this is, you're not coming back. Goodbye. And the thing is, she drove me to a point where I had to be in therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. No. I should probably go back to therapy. I think everyone should be in therapy, whether you have mental health issues or not, because therapy's great. But when someone does something to you that's so bad that you need therapy to get over it, that's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
And it was a good thing. I'm glad I did it. I'm not in therapy currently. I didn't need him anymore. I got over it. That's the other thing. I got over her really quick. And I think it's because I realized I was not actually happy either.
You realized just how much time had passed since you felt that strongly about her. You disconnected yourself and you just hadn't realized it yet.
Yeah. It was just crazy. I was like, whoa. The thing is, I don't miss her, but I miss what we had. Yeah. Like, I miss that relationship with somebody. Not her. Honestly, she can do whatever she's doing with whoever. I don't really give a shit. But that relationship that we had, it was really good. Yeah. And like, I that's what I miss. I don't care who it's with, honestly. But like, I just like having that. Like, that's why I like having friends. Yeah. Like, close friends. Like, I don't have many friends, but the friends I do have are really close. Because I like having that.
Right. You're a tight-knit.
Yes. Yeah. I'm very, very close-knit, relationship heavy. I like having few but close friends as opposed to many distant friends.
No, I'm the same way.
So that was my traumatic experience about my ex. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this. She said she was going to listen to these. And if you are, hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
Hope you're doing well. No hate.
Gotta go. Bye.
But honestly, though, like seriously, like no hate. Like I don't.
No, I know. We've talked about different things before, and I've never sensed any animosity. There's never, like, you've been completely civil with how you've talked about things.
I mean, of course, there's times where I just want to be a bitch and say things, but I'm not going to because it's not worth it.
You're being a good person, the bigger well, I don't want to say bigger person because she's not. I don't know.
Yeah. I when I say she was kind of treating me like shit, I don't mean like, I don't really know what I mean. I guess to me it felt like she just disregarded my feelings.
Yeah, things changed.
And it's just, and again, looking at it from her perspective, it's hard when you don't love somebody.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what that's like because I never didn't love her.
Right.
Well, now I do, but that's different. But like, I didn't fall out of love with her.
Right.
And she fell out of love with me, and so for her, it was different. And so I really try to look at it from that perspective. And it's hard, of course. But the thing is, she never tried to look at it from my perspective. And again, it's hard because she doesn't know what it's like to have, her heart broken like that.
Yeah.
And it just, to me, felt like she just was like, fuck you, goodbye. Like, I want to, and so to me, that just felt really shitty.
Right. No. And I mean, you're going to feel hurt no matter what the situation is in that circumstance. But there were avenues that could have been taken that could have eased your feelings a little better.
Yeah, I think so. Like, But regardless, it is what it is. Yeah. And I'm here. And honestly, I've never been happier. I've been doing a lot of cool shit.
Yeah, you've been doing lots of stuff.
I've been living my life.
Living your best life. And I love to see it.
Thank you. You're part of it.
Well,
you're like the center of my best life at the moment.
At the moment.
There's a few people, actually. You guys have definitely helped. I think my work environment has definitely... Because I had only been working there for like a little over a month. Well, almost 2 months.
Not even...
Almost 2 months. Because it happened... I remember the date very specifically. We don't have to get into that. It was end of September.
Yep.
So it had been almost 2 months I've been working there. But I think that environment really helped and having someone to talk to, which was you. So thank you for that. But you know, just being surrounded by, and I surrounded myself with a lot of people. Like I think that day we officially broke up, I went and hung out with a friend, and that helped a lot. And just being with people, not being alone. I couldn't be alone. With my thoughts. You know, just surrounding yourself with good people. So if you need breakup advice, you know, I got you, fam. Breakup advice with Brandi 101. That's a new segment. Don't be alone.
Break up with your boyfriend.
Honestly, yeah. If you're getting treated like garbage, goodbye.
Yep. Don't accept anything less than the best.
Queen or king.
Yeah.
Or royalty.
Whatever
you are, you deserve the best.
Whoever you are, get it.
Yeah, you deserve the best.
Unless you're trash, then you deserve the worst. Suck a dick.
Oh, or don't. Choke on one. Oop, there I said it. Got him. Yeah, I don't know. Breakups are hard.
They are.
That was my only legit relationship. I've only been in one relationship. I had a boyfriend. We were together for like 6 months, so I guess it was kind of serious. But I broke up with him because he was fucking weird.
Weird.
He was weird and he was very clingy. He tried to get me to quit music.
Ew.
Yeah, that's why I said goodbye. So that's what I'm talking about. I can't do that shit. Like if you can't support me in my musical career, then goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah,
I'm going places.
I've had a few exes, but like only the one really was a serious long-term. All the others were 6 months or less.
The abusive one, right? That's what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always those ones that hit the hardest, I think, because like, well, I guess I wouldn't know. I've been in one, and it hit pretty hard. I'm talking out of context. I'm so sorry. Not my time to speak. Come on, brain. Come on.
What?
Calm down, my brain. Hello.
Oh, it's active now? The pee's just in there hopping?
It's literally rattling. And I can't get it to stop. Now you hear it. Yeah, and I can't shake my head too hard. It might fall in my ear.
Oh, careful. Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm so mean to myself.
You are. And I just feed into it, and I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's funny. I mean, if you can't joke about yourself, how can you joke about with everybody else, you know?
Fair.
I don't agree with self-deprecation. However,
here we are.
I'm an exception.
I'm
the exception.
Except for me, because you let me do it too.
I do. Well, that's because you don't listen to me.
That's true.
You're stubborn as fuck. So
accurate.
And you know what? I just gotten to where I just am like,
I'm just gonna have to let it go in one ear, not the other, because you're not gonna stop.
Yeah, I mean, I can compliment you and tell you how great you are all day, and you're just like, no, I'm not, and I'm gonna say, okay, well,
yeah, whatever.
I fucking tried.
So I put the effort in, and you didn't accept it.
So I'm done. I'm done trying.
Nope,
no, I'm not. I'll always try for you.
Oh, thank you.
I'll do anything for you.
Oh,
I would die for you.
I would die for you.
I don't believe you, but I would die for you.
There's very little I wouldn't die for, Brandi.
I was waiting for you to make some joke like that. I was waiting for it. And you delivered. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But I'm not one of them.
Stop.
Okay, I'm done. Anyway, thanks for listening to our rant about...
We didn't even...
I didn't really rant. Well...
It wasn't a rant. No, it was backstory, but it was tangent. It was a tangent.
It was a very big... I did not expect to talk about that on the podcast.
No,
but you know
that's
what?
Fine. It was organic. Yeah.
I think so. I'm comfortable talking about it, so that's good.
Yeah.
But again, I just don't want my ex to be listening to this and being like, that's not what happened. Because yes, the fuck it is. Do not say it's not. You know exactly what happened. You know what you did. And you know what? I forgive you, but I will not forget.
Oh, yeah. Hell no.
You are forgiven. Don't text me.
Do not contact.
Do not contact me, please. Unless it's important.
Nope, don't contact. No contact.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck you. Goodbye. Not actually. I should be nice. I'm sorry. I'm being nice.
But yeah, so, the original point, what do you consider cheating?
It's all about intention.
Yeah.
If you go at it from a flirty intention, wanting to get with this person, I'm going to say something. If I feel like, but again, I'm going to have a conversation.
Well, yeah, you're going to talk about it.
Yeah. And I think that's where it comes down to. Because again, if you're out with your friends and you're grinding up on them, grabbing ass and shit, but you know, you're drunk. Two, it's friendly. Like, that's the thing too. Like, I'm kind of on the make out with your friends train because, like, why the fuck not? However, you know what I'm referring to, don't you? Yeah. Okay. But here's the other thing with that. It again depends on the context.
Yeah.
And depends on the intention.
Yeah.
Because when I get drunk, I get really flirty. I've never actually made out with anybody. I'm not a hoe. I want to be, but I'm not. I can't. I still got that. I am Sagittarius, but I also have a little bit of Libra in me that's very flirty, but I'm also very shy. So, like, there's that. I don't know. I feel like if you're drunk and you're grabbing ass with your friend, but then you wake up the next day and you're still with your significant other and you're like, shit, you know, like, I didn't mean, I don't know. What's your view on that? You don't have to bring up that. You know what I'm talking about, but like, that's different. That
so like, I think it's going to differ relationship to relationship because, and I mean, not even just closed relationship versus open relationship, because I've known people that they're in a committed relationship, guy and a girl, and it was like, they'd go out together and the girl was bisexual. And so if they thought another female that was out was attractive, they would talk about it, you know, be like, oh yeah, she's cute. Would you want to do anything? And then he would watch them.
Oh, I see.
So like, there's that. But then I've also known people that it's like, I don't even want you looking at another person. Like, you're mine, I'm yours. Mm-hmm. That's that. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's, and again, I support you no matter what you believe. Like, if you want to do the whole open relationship thing, like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
You want to do a throuple, that's fucking cool. I don't think I'm into that. Like, I'm very monogamous.
Yeah, same.
But I don't know. I'm just trying to think. I guess I wouldn't know unless I'm in a relationship.
And that's also fair. And I think
because like with my ex too, again, my views have changed though. If I saw her kissing on some other girl, I would have been pissed.
Right.
I would have been like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Like, I'm not, but again, with what intention?
Yeah. And that's the thing. Because I mean, as a married woman, like, I'll go out, you know, we drink, I dance. Like, I'm going to grind up on my friends, but I don't have any intent beyond just having fun with them.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to swoop in and be Mrs. Steal Your Girl. Like, that's not my shtick. And, I mean, Nick knows that, and he's understanding, so that's why he doesn't have a problem with it. But, like, if I were going and just picking some random dude out of a crowd and then going up and bumping hips and doing whatever the fuck, then yeah.
Right.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I guess the whole making out with your friends is a little different because, like, I guess there's a difference where if it's a stranger versus someone that you've known.
Yeah.
You know, because, like, if you've known, like, your friends.
Yeah.
You know, you've known each other for months or years or whatever. And, you know, you guys are just, like, out getting drunk and
having a good time.
You know. And as long as you and your partner are aware, like, okay, this is not, you know, I didn't mean anything by that. Like, I'm not attracted to her. Could be attracted. So you can be attracted to somebody and not have feelings for them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, they're attracted, but like, I don't have feelings for them. Like,
but and that's human nature to be attracted to people. Like, you can't just turn that off.
Right.
It doesn't like
I find there's some guys I find attractive.
Yeah.
But I don't want to fuck them.
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't want that.
No.
But there's a guy I look at and I'm like, holy shit, like, you're actually hot. Like, good for you. Like, one of my friends that I have, he's really attractive. And I'm like, dang, dude, like, good for you.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't mean I want to do anything besides look at you.
I just want to
look at you.
Look and think about how pretty you are and be jealous that I'm not that pretty.
Pretty much. Honestly, it's pretty much that. It's more envious, I guess. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's another question I had. What is the difference between envy and jealousy? Like, because I think that's a really fine line as well. Because, like, you can be jealous of somebody, but are you jealous or are you envious of them? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, jealousy and envy are synonyms. So, like...
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Now I sound like an idiot. Am I an idiot?
No, you're not an idiot.
Are you you're kidding?
No.
Wait, no, you're kidding. We're going to have to cut out this bit because that's really embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. No, I did not. Are they really synonyms? You're kidding me.
Because if you're envious, you're jealous of something. Like, if you envy someone's wealth, you're jealous of their money.
Oh. Brandy's an idiot. Now I feel really... I can't come back from that. I might keep it in just to show how fucking dumb I am, honestly. You all didn't hear that, right?
You can see anything.
I hope if you zone out of our podcast, that was the
that was the point you zoned out.
Because that was really embarrassing. Anyway, I don't remember what we were talking about.
Well,
yeah. Oh my god.
Sassafras all over again.
Spice. Holy shit, that was really embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed. It's
well,
fine.
too fucking late. I'm already embarrassed.
Sorry.
I'm probably red.
Not really.
Oh, good. But yeah, what do you guys consider cheating? Like, what is your line in cheating? And yeah, I think it's all about conversation.
Yeah,
and knowing where the breaking points are and where the limits are. And
yeah, and that's like Nick and I have had different conversation. We've had different friends where we've had conversations with because we're married. We're not interested in other people, but like me being bisexual, we can be out and I can be like, oh, she cute, and he'd be like, yeah, she is, and then we can be like, discuss that they're cute together, but we don't want to do anything,
right? But
it's like we've both said that we don't want to bring in a third or whatever additional people to our relationship. However, if anything were to change, we just want to discuss it with each other.
Yeah. And that's important. Just have a conversation. Like, I guess for me too, like if some girl came up to me and started like hitting on me and making out with me and shit, but I found out she was in a relationship, I'd be low-key pissed.
Yeah.
I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, it's like, I don't care if your partner's cool with it. I would feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. Because you need to know that up front.
Right. Because again, I'm very monogamous. Mm-hmm. I'm not interested in anything other than that. I don't want that. So I don't go after people in a relationship.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't. And again, that'd be a conversation me and my partner would have to have if they're into that, because I'm not. And so I guess that would. So I guess that's the thing. That wouldn't be cheating to me.
That's just a deal breaker.
That's just a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't think you're cheating on me because again, you're making the effort to tell me. I'm just not into it.
Yeah. No. That's that. That's all she wrote.
And that was it. So I guess cheating nowadays is
cheating from like sexting or sending nudes. Obviously having sex or kissing, cuddling, hugging that goes beyond a friendly.
Okay, here's I think we could put a cap on this. If you have to hide it from your partner, it is cheating.
Fuck it, send it.
There you go. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
No, that's what it comes down to. If you have to hide it, it is cheating. Mm-hmm. Point blank.
If you're deleting stuff, if you're hiding it, or if you lie about it, it is cheating.
That is when it's cheating. Yep, absolutely. Hiding it's huge because that's what my ex did. Was she hid a lot of things from me.
That's my ex,
and that is when.
And then he lied about it, but
yeah. See, she didn't lie. That's the thing. When I asked her, she was straight up honest. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was huge, very big of her. I appreciate. But yeah, if you have to hide it, if you're deleting shit, when you're like hiding your phone, you
change your phone password, or you have apps that hide hidden apps, or apps that hide photos or messages, or
that's having dating apps. I think is cheating as well.
Oh yeah,
if you're in
a monogamous close relationship and you have dating apps, like unless it's something you and your partner have discussed, like
But if you're hiding, like, if you're hiding it.
if you're hiding it, you're hiding it. That's cheating.
That's cheating, yes. So there you go. There's our cap. If you have to hide it, you're cheating. You can agree to disagree, but I think that's fair.
And I mean, it's going to differ relationship to relationship. But
people don't like being lied to.
No, no one wants to be lied to.
So if you have to do that, then also, like, why? I just cannot fathom the reason for cheating on someone. Like, I just don't understand why.
I don't know.
Like, that's just
wanting
so
the best
me.
of both worlds, and that's not how it works.
Yeah, and like if you want to be with multiple people, that's
be
cool.
Single.
But yeah, be single or talk or find
or
someone
find a polyamorous.
Someone that's into that.
Yeah.
Don't be shitty and be sneaking around doing shit.
Nope.
Like, that's not fun.
Don't be shady.
And I'm super understanding. If you should have come up to me and said, "Look, I'm really into this person. I cannot stop thinking about them, but I also want to be with you," I'm gonna say, "Sorry about you. Bye."
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be in a throuple.
No.
Or quadruple or whatever.
No.
I don't want that. And that's just not me. That's just not how I want to be.
Nope, that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine to want that, but it's perfectly fine to not want that.
Yeah, and if you want that, get a girl.
We don't kink shame. We kink same, sister.
Ooh, that's a good episode talking about our kinks. Maybe in the next episode we can talk about that. Because I found a very interesting one about myself. And I'm a little bit... if you're not comfortable talking about that, that's fine.
I'm comfortable talking about some.
Oh, you don't have to talk about all of them. We don't have to get weird. Guys, we might have a late night podcast. What?
Tipsy kink podcast.
Ooh, all right. More on that later. That would be fun. Also, I'm going to plug this again. Follow the Instagram.
Yes.
At spreading.humors. I would love to see us get to like 20 or 30 followers soon.
Ish. Plus, we'd love to see comments, DM us, like posts.
We really want to get some merch going. I'm really dead on these stickers we've been talking about.
I know.
We can't do stickers if we don't have people to buy them.
Yeah, nope.
You know, and I would love that.
Plus, we're gonna need content ideas because
we're kind of running
small
out of
brains.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if you have any ideas, things you'd like to hear, we are definitely working on video. I promise. I promise you. I promise you.
Yes,
you.
It's
we're
in the
doing
works.
videos. So we'll have a YouTube channel and a TikTok and all that good thing. All that good things.
All
those good things. That good stuff.
That good stuff.
Yeah. You know. The
good shit.
Good shit. Thanks for listening to this amazing tangent of a podcast. And I hope that we enlightened you a little bit. And you got to know a little bit more about me. A little bit about Courtney. But mostly me. Sorry, I talked a lot in this episode.
No, it's okay. I like to remain a mystery.
You are very mysterious. I love that about you. I just like to talk.
No, that's fair.
But anyway, have a lovely rest of your week. And we will see you next time. Bye.